The personal connection that we bring to everything we do as Apartment Life coordinators is really what sets us apart from others who serve the industry. We have the privilege of getting to live on site among our neighbors, where we have the opportunity to connect with them, whether it's while we're checking our mail or working out in the fitness room. But there are some real intentional times that we get to connect with our neighbors as well, specifically when they're first moving on site, and when they're considering whether they want to continue to live there and renew their lease or move on. So these are times that we really get to connect intentionally with our neighbors, to welcome them, to invite them into the community that you're helping build, or maybe remind them of what they will miss if they go somewhere else. And at these times, you have the opportunity to start a spiritual connection with them. You know, if we don't start a spiritual connection, we'll never get to the place where we're able to invite them to church or to offer prayer or ultimately, right, to share the gospel with them. And so we want to be prepared to have some way of starting that spiritual connection, because we know if we're not intentional, we can have a lovely conversation with someone and never bring Jesus or our faith into the conversation, and we don't want to waste any opportunity. So when my husband and I were a team, we would always have some answers kind of prepared loosely. You know, we didn't want it to sound like a script or anything, but we had what we called our back pocket answers. These were answers that were to the questions that we knew we would probably get. You know, questions like, so why do you guys do this? Or how did you hear about Apartment Life? You know, and of course we would, we heard about it from a friend who, you know, from church. So we were able to say that, you know, and we were able to talk about the fact that we were pastors before, and we wanted to continue to invest in people. And we just love hanging out with others. And so, but we always had, you know, kind of some little answers in a way that we could answer the question and also identify ourselves as followers of Christ or as a part of a local church body. So I want to encourage you just to kind of think about, especially at those times when you are connecting with your neighbors, when they're first moving on site, or when they're considering whether they're going to renew or not, think about how you might be able to integrate something in a very natural way about yourself. And so one way that I know many teams like to use is as they're introducing themselves, welcoming somebody to the neighborhood, they're also really intentional about letting them know that they're there to help connect them to resources in the community. And they find a way to integrate, saying, hey, we can connect you to, you know, a really great pizza place in the neighborhood, which is the best grocery store to go to. You know, if you're looking for a place of worship, we can help you find one. We attend such and such church, but we're happy to help you find one that fits your needs. You know, we're here. We're just here to support you and help you feel connected to the community. So that's just one way that you can have kind of a back pocket answer or a back pocket little element about yourself and what you do, that you can be ready. And that's really what we want to be. We want to be ready, right? We only have a short season where we're going to be serving in this capacity, and we want to make the most of every opportunity. So start thinking about some of the ways that you can answer these questions.